So today we will be talking about plate tectonics. So okay, so unsa ning plate tectonics? Okay, so plate tectonics is a theory, okay, that the Earth's outermost layer is fragmented into a dozen or more large and small plates that move relative to one another as they ride on top of a hotter, more mobile material. So para mas masabta nato, naay animation diri about sa different tectonic plates. So kani, okay, so mao ni siya ang different. This is how the different tectonic plates look like. Okay, so kaning mga cracks, kaning mga buak na nakita ninyo, mo na atong naistoryahan, mo nang na-discuss nato, no, na those are the plate boundaries. Okay, so the Earth's crust is not, dili siya kanang isa lang ka landmass. Okay, so instead daghan siya kanang tectonic plates, mao na nagabuo sa crust. Okay, so kani, okay, so this one, kani siya diri class, this is one tectonic plate. Okay, so the tectonic plates are separated from the other plates by the different plate boundaries. Okay, so later on ato nang i-review unsa nang plate boundaries. Okay, so that's how the crust is described based on the theory of the plate tectonics. Okay, so let's go back to the presentation. So here are the description of what tectonic plates are. Okay, but essentially that's what the theory is trying to tell us, no? Katong nakita ninyo sa animation. Okay, so next, okay, so next slide, we have here the forces that drives the plate movement. Okay, so as you can see in the animation, the plates are not stationary. Wala sila nagpundo sa isa lang ka lugar. So the plates are actually moving. So in this illustration, kaning part mo yung Earth's crust. Okay, so kani siya isa ni ka tectonic plate, then another, you have here another tectonic plate which is separated by the plate boundaries. So kani siya. Now, unsa daw tong nagapalihok sa tectonic plates? Perti man na ng bugata sa mga, you know, tectonic plates are really large land masses, so they're very heavy, and if you think about it, it's almost impossible to move these land masses. Okay, but scientists, you know, have found out that this huge chunk of land mass are actually moving. Okay, so in the earliest researches that have been done by a scientist named Alfred Wegener, he actually have a trouble, you know, explaining how the large land masses are moving, or what kind of force could be the cause of the movement of these huge tectonic plates. Okay, so here we are going to explain how or what force is causing the tectonic plates to move. Okay, so here is another animation of how the different tectonic plates are moving. Okay, so a short clip. So that's the Earth, and then a cross-sectional view of the Earth, and then what you can see are the moving magma inside the mantle. So here is the Earth's crust, and then this is the mantle. Okay, so the mantle is very hot. It's about 2,000 degrees or maybe hotter than that. Okay, so the rocks here are actually molten rocks. So this is the magma being represented in this animation. So again, you have the crust, and then you have here the mantle. Okay, so as you can observe, or as you can see, the magma in the mantle is flowing. Okay, so there is actually an explanation of, you know, how the magma is moving. So going back to the presentation, the Earth's the inner part of the Earth, which is the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core, are very hot. Okay, so even though that is the case, the magma in the mantle doesn't have, they don't have the same temperature. So lahi-lahi silang temperature. Kadtong magma nga duol sa crust, kaning diri nga side, mas bugnaw na kumpara sa magma nga duol sa Earth's core, or duol diri sa outer core. So the magma here is hotter than the magma above it. Okay, or the magma near the Earth's crust. So what happens is that the magma, the hotter magma, goes up. Okay, it goes up, and the cooler magma goes down. Okay, so as you can see in the animation, diri class, okay, makita na ninyo kanang magma nga pasaka. That magma is less dense than the magma that is coming from near the crust. Okay, so since init siya, less ang density mo na, nagasaka to siya. Okay, so kani nagasaka. As it goes up, it becomes cooler. Okay, so cool siya, naga-cool down mo na. Pag cool down niya, mubalik na po siya padulong dito sa core. Okay, so can you see the flow? So hot magma goes up, and then as it goes up near the crust, it cools down and goes back again near to the Earth's core. Okay, so what is being created here is what we call the convection current. Okay, or you have here a convection flow. Okay, and these cells, okay, kaning tawag ani nila kani, isa na siya ka convection cell. So kani, this is another convection cell. So what happens is that when the magma below the crust, okay, in the mantle, flows, the crust or the tectonic plates above it goes with the direction of the flow. Okay, so kung asa ang flow sa magma, dito pod padulong ang flow sa tectonic plates. So kani, in this case, you have here a divergent plate boundary. Okay, so diriya class kana mga magma nga naga-move, or see that movement. As the magma flows towards this direction, from here going here, and then from here going that way, going the opposite way, you see this plate boundary here seems to be a crack. Okay, so muna magbulag sila, no, kay ang flow sa magma is nasa sa opposite side. So take a look at the animation again. You see that? So through time, kanang tectonic plates naga-move away siya from each other. So that is a divergent plate boundary. So dire sa tumoy, see that? Kani this part here, and you have another here. It is a region by which these two plates are converging, kanang nagabangga sila. Okay? So one plate goes down towards the mantle, and then the other plate is going up. So in a case of a convergent plate boundary, one plate goes down and the other remains at the top. So same thing is happening at this point. Okay, and this is also if you have here a divergent plate boundary, ang tumoy ana class, ang pika sana nga tumoy kay ano na siya kanang convergent boundary. So we will be talking more about convergent boundaries and divergent boundaries as we proceed in this discussion. Okay, so again, it is the flow of the magma, no, due to the convection cells inside the mantle that causes the plates or the tectonic plates to move. Okay, so that's it. Kanisha. So by the way, this is the illustration of the different major plates of the world. So you have here the Pacific plate, the Philippine plate, Juan de Fuca plate, Caribbean plate, and all the other plates here. Okay, so each plates are moving because of the convection cells inside the mantle. Okay, so each plate is actually moving at a certain direction relative to the other plates. So muna akong gi-present sa inyo last sa tong discussion. So okay, the movement of the plates over time. Before daw, this is the present world map kanisha. So mo ni karon kumutan ako sa world map, mo ni ang world map. But before it became like this, naa daw tong Pangaea. Okay, so Pangaea is a one big land mass. So it existed 248 million years ago during the Permian period. So kana siya. So through time, ang Pangaea is nag-break siya into two major land masses. They called it the Laurasia and the Gondwana land. Okay, that was 206 million years ago. And then through time, the tectonic plates are continuously moving. Okay, just what they are moving according to what I have explained earlier, no? Because of the convection current inside the mantle. So different convection cells causes the different plate movements. So kana siya. So 65 million years ago, and then this is the present day. Okay, so this is where the plates are located at this very time. Okay. So okay, now let's talk about the different plate boundaries. So na mention na nako ang convergent plate boundary o ang divergent plate boundary. So there are actually different types of plate boundaries. Okay, so kani this picture shows at least two types of plate boundary. Katong na-explain na nako ganina kani siya diri nga part, ano ni siya class, divergent plate boundary. So in a divergent plate boundary, the two boundaries are moving away from each other. So the arrow indicates the direction of the movement of the plate. So one plate goes that way and then this plate goes that way. So pabulag siya. Okay? While the other type of plate boundary is this one, kani. Okay? So one plate is moving towards another plate. So nagabanggaanay siya. Okay? So let's move on. Let's take a look at the definition of the different types of boundaries. So you have here convergent plate boundaries. Okay, they come together places where crust is destroyed as one plate dives under another. So the arrow indicates the plate movement. In a convergent boundary, one plate remains at the top, the other plate goes down. I will explain later why the other plate goes down and the other one remains at the top. Okay, and another type is divergent boundary. Okay, again, those boundaries that spread apart, places where new crust is generated as the plates pull away from each other. Okay, so kani siya constructive plate boundary ni, naga-produce siya bago nga crust, while kaning convergent plate boundary, they term this as destructive plate boundary because the crust here is destroyed. And then the third type of plate boundary is what is known as the transform boundaries. So they slide against each other. So these are the places where crust is neither produced nor destroyed. Okay, So instead, the plates slide horizontally past each other. So the arrow indicates the plate movement. So pa-slide lang siya. Okay? So walay crust nga na produce, wala po'y crust na buo. So okay. There are specific types of convergent boundary. Okay? So in this example, we have oceanic continental convergence. Okay? So in an oceanic continental convergence, two types of plates are moving. Okay? So two types of plates are moving. One type is the continental plate or continental crust. It moves against, okay, nagpanggaanay siya sa oceanic plate or oceanic crust. So again, please take note, oceanic crust move towards the continental crust. Okay, so nagpanggaanay silang duha. So in this case, unsay mabuo diri class pag mangpanggaanay ang oceanic crust ug ang continental crust? First is this. Please take note of this important information or things that happens when an oceanic crust move towards continental crust. Okay, pag magbanggaanay silang duha, ang mabuo diha, okay, on the side of the continental crust is pwede siya vulkan, okay, pwede mabuo ang volcano, pwede pod mabuo ang mountain ranges. Okay, so mountain range or a volcano can happen on the continental plate side, kani siya dire pag magbanggaanay sila. While on the oceanic crust, ang mabuo dira is trench. Okay, so trenches. So as the oceanic crust subducts, okay, so ang oceanic crust mo ano siya class, mo dive siya padulong sa mantle. Ang process ana is what we call subduction. So the oceanic crust undergoes subduction. So magpaubos siya sa continental crust. Now, as the oceanic crust takes contact with the mantle, okay, so it is destroyed, okay, and some of the water from the ocean goes with it. So unsay mahitabo pag come in contact siya with a high temperature mantle? Syempre mahilis tong oceanic crust. Okay? Tapos pag mahilis to siya, katong mga tubig ma-turn into vapor. So gases, carbon dioxide is produced in the process. So mo escape na siya dito sa continental crust. So it will give rise to the formation of, it will cause the formation of volcano. So pag butuan na, pag erupt sa volcano, dito pa to makagawas tong mga na vaporized na water. Okay, by the way, basig mangutana mo, nganong ang oceanic crust man sir ang mo subduct, nganong dili man ang continental crust ang moadto sa ilawom sa mantle? Okay, that is the case because the oceanic crust is composed of a basalt rocks usually. Ang kaning that causes the oceanic crust to be more dense than the continental crust. So since mas denser ang oceanic crust sa continental crust, mao na siya ang magpailalom. Siya tong mo-dive, mag-subduct. So the continental crust is mostly granite material. So granite is less denser than the basalt rock. So mao na ang granite, mao na siya ang magpaibabaw karon. So less ang density, mas gaan, mao siya magpaibabaw. Okay? So since during the convergence, ang continental crust pod mura pod siya kanang mapuga gani, kanang mapuga siya class ba. So pag mapuga siya, mapuwersa ang katong material no sa continental crust na mag-crumple. So that causes the mountains and volcanoes to be formed. Okay? So kung ang mountain na siya ay kanang access sa magma chamber na siya ay magma supply, mao na may siya volcano. Okay? So ikaw ba naman no na diri magbanggaanay nga dagko kay ni sila na land masses, so grabe gyud ang puwersa. And then imagine the temperature in the mantle that would really force the water from the ocean to be vaporized here. So mo na siya. So again, ang ma-form diri kay trenches, volcanoes and mountains. Okay? So that is oceanic crust converging with a continental crust. Okay. Next type of convergence. So kaganiha kani oceanic continental convergence karon. Okay, we have here oceanic to oceanic convergence. So what will happen here is that two oceanic plates will converge o magbanggaanay sila, oceanic crust versus oceanic crust. Okay, so in this case when an oceanic crust converge with another oceanic crust, what is formed here is kaning trenches. Okay, so na siya trench, and then also the island arcs. Okay, so between two oceanic crust, asa man ang magpailalom or magsubduct katong mag-undergo og subduction. Okay, so the older oceanic crust is denser than a younger oceanic crust. So usually pag tigulang ang oceanic crust, siya tong mag-subduct. Ang katong lighter crust, katong younger oceanic crust, siya tong magpa-ibabaw. Okay? So again, just like what happens when oceanic converge with continental crust, kaning oceanic crust maka-form gyapon ni siya kaning underwater volcanoes, and then since ma-force ang gatong part sa gatong younger oceanic crust, no, ma-crumple siya, mo na mugawas ning mga islands. Okay, or this is what we call island arcs. And then also trenches are formed. Okay, so mga lalom kay na trenches underwater. The Philippines is actually an island arc. Okay, so the Philippines was formed because of the convergence of two oceanic crust. So the Philippine archipelago formed from this type of plate interaction or plate boundary. Okay, so that is oceanic convergence. And then you have here continental convergence. So during a continental convergence kani, okay, so during this type of interaction between two continental plates, puros na sila magpaibabaw, class. The two continental crust would tend to remain on the surface. So see that usually dili na siya moabot sa mantle. Okay, so nara diri taman ang continental crust. So since puro na sila less ilang density, both crust would go up. Okay, so what is being produced here are mountain ranges and high plateau. Ana siya. So ingon ani daw pagka-form sa Himalayan mountain ranges. And also part po dira no ang Mount Everest. So pag duha ka continental crust, continental convergence, ang mabuo dira kay mountain. Nabay volcano mahitabo? Wala volcano nga ma-form kay ang duha ka continental crust wala sila access dito sa magma chamber nga nasa mantle. So dira ra sila kutob. So since walay magma, walay volcano ma-form. Instead, mountain lang siya. Okay? So see, on this part here, you have the Eurasian plate going against the Indian plate. So that gives rise to the Himalayan mountain range. So part of that mountain range is the Mount Everest. So continental convergence gave rise to the highest mountain in the world, di ba? So the highest mountain on earth, which is the Mount Everest. So it is located here. Okay, so next slide. Okay, so these are the processes no of the formation of the Himalayan mountain range. So di na kayo nato na i-discuss. Okay, here another type of plate boundary. So kaganina ano man to tanan, convergent plate boundaries. Kani diri divergent plate boundary na pod class. So kung asa magbulag tong where the plates are moving away from each other. So unsay ma-produce sa divergent plate boundary? You have rift valley. Okay? So rift valley. Mao na siya. So as the two plates move away from each other, the magma, okay, from the mantle goes up. Okay? So pag gawas ana sa magma sa surface, mag-solidify na siya class. Okay? So it will form part of the new crust. So that's why ang divergent boundary gi-consider siya as constructive plate boundary because a crust is formed, di ba? So a new crust is formed along the divergent plate boundary. Okay? So this phenomenon also gives rise to seafloor spreading. Okay? So ingon ani pod ang seafloor spreading, no? Magbulag ang duha ka plate boundary, mugawas ang magma gikan sa mantle, mag-solidify, forming the new crust. Okay, so muna akong gipakita ganiya sa video kani-gani. Di ba? So diha kana siya nga part nagagawas ang magma. Okay, so formation of new crust. Okay, while on the other end, kani diri, the other end are subduction zones. Okay, so here new crust is formed, here the old crust is destroyed. Okay? So divergent plate boundary. So mao ni siya. Mao ni siya class. Okay. So again, ang ma-form dira rift valley, new crust, or this is you can also say this is a region of the seafloor spreading, where seafloor is ano siya class, seem to be spreading, no, or forming the new crust. Okay, so you have here some more examples. Just check the slides that I have sent in the group chat, no. And then here, the third type of plate boundary of a transform plate boundary. So instead of forming or destroying the crust, the two boundaries just slide past each other. Okay, so the best example of this is kaning San Andreas Fault. So it is between the relative motion of the Pacific plate and the North American plate. So this is the city of Los Angeles, California, diba? So the San Andreas Fault is actually near the city. So all the earthquake are actually coming from the San Andreas Fault. So pag mag-slide ang duha, okay, pag mag-slide ang duha ka plate boundary, some of the rocks gets broken, okay, and then it releases a tremendous amount of energy. So that can cause earthquakes. Okay, so the San Andreas Fault relative to the sige to kani siya nana siya diri dapit class. Okay, so this is the San Andreas Fault, kani siya diri, nana siya diri dapit specifically. Okay, here in LA. Okay, so that's it. Walay ma-form, walay ma-destroy, pero ano siya class, earthquake generator ang transform plate boundaries. Okay, consequences of plate tectonics. Kato siya, no, mo na tong consequences, katong creation and formation of a new crust, the destruction of the old crust, the formation of volcanic arcs, the formation of volcanoes, the construction of mountain ranges. So all of those things happen in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Kani siya diri. So in this area, in this region is ano class kanang extensive say tawagan na kumbaga uso diri nga area ang earthquake. Okay, most of the earthquake epicenters are found here in the Ring of Fire and of course along plate boundaries. Okay, so na-discuss na ko na siya sa isa pa ka video, no, katong location gani sa epicenter, mountain ranges and volcanoes. So mana siya. So same location kung asa tong mostly sa epicenters, sa earthquake epicenters, dito pod ang location sa mga active volcanoes. Kanya dito dapit ang katong mountain ranges of the world. So same location lang sa Pacific Ring of Fire. So sa karon diri lang sa kutob, no, ang ato ang discussion about plate tectonics. I hope na mo'y natun-an ani nga video. Okay, so thank you for watching, subscribe, and like the video and then click the subscribe button. Okay, bye bye.